Hi! How's everybody doing? Hope you're well. Welcome to, Let's Go Saturday. I guess that's what we'll call it. Pokemon Saturday. Spherical Saturday. I think Spherical Saturday. Hi! How you doing? Izzy, Almighty Queen, Solar Rune, Jason. Who else is in the chat room there? Let's see a few lurkers. I'm not going to call you out by name, lurkers. You can keep lurking if you like. Or you can pop in and say hello. Be the polite thing to do after all. BluntNate, the bike shop doesn't give you a bike, but it gives heart scales. Ooh, what do you have to give them for heart scales? Because I went into the bike shop and talked to everybody there, and I didn't get that kind of option. And actually, what do we even need heart scales for in this game? So replay of what I missed. Any chance we will see more of that incredibly cute sleeping blue? Probably. You have to click on all the bikes plus the picture of another bike. Ah, okay. Look at you, investigating. Just about to take on Surge's Gym. Good luck! Shouldn't be too hard. I aced it. Easy peasy. So, I've done a little bit, just a tiny little bit of grinding off screen. Just like a level or two, I think. For a couple of the pokes. Mainly because I wanted to try it out in handheld mode last night. When I was winding down. And it works pretty nice in handheld. Looks good in handheld mode. The sort of having to use the Switch as sort of a motion control aiming device for then hitting a button to throw the Pokeball works pretty well. Interesting enough, even though that's what I want, I don't want to have to do this stuff to throw a ball. It is actually less fun just to press a button. This is actually more fun, quote unquote, F-U-N. So yeah, 6 one, half dozen on the other. Watching while playing. Yeah, you and a bunch of other people today, because now the dateline is circled all around the globe and everyone's got it now. No one's waiting anymore. This game has exceeded my expectations, and the limitations I thought would have not been a problem. Yeah, the same here. It is more fun than I expected it to be, and I'm not hating the bits I don't like as much as I thought I was going to be. It's just some of that RNG nonsense still bugs me a little bit. But the rest of it is so charming, I'm kind of okay with it. No Pokemon game is perfect. Krabby Crabs! That's the way to start a stream. Perfect first try Krabby catch. Whoop, 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 whoop. Successful catch, nice throw, first throw, technique bonus, size bonus, and it was off to the side and everything. I am a Pokemon monster. We only got 3 mighty candy for it though, that's fine. I also chewed up a bunch of the candy I'd stored up as well, just to boost the stats of my 4 core team members so far. Ragcat and Arcanine are not going to be part of the team, they're just sitting there because where else are they going to go? But Blue, Bellend, Pikachu, Venonat are all going to be part of the team. I've got a moveset plan for them and everything. Just got my puppy about an hour ago. Nice. Oh, by the way, for those who don't know, when I went out yesterday to get the Pokeball here, I also picked up a physical copy of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Have you guys seen the inside of this case? Have you guys seen the inside of this? I'm going to pull that out of the case so I can show you. Oh, look. Try and get so the light doesn't reflect it. There we go. And that. It's a really, 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 really nice map of Johto. Kanto. Johto. It's got little Pokemon locations on them and everything. You can, you can see where they spawn and everything. In fact, let me see if I can refocus and get this super close for you. Yeah, see that? Awesome, right? Eesh. There we go. Mr. Moneybags over here. Actually, as a matter of fact, the money I spent buying this, well, it did come out of the tip jar. So you guys bought that for me. Thank you very much for that, by the way. When will Bellenden BluntNate evolve? Any requirement for Pikachu? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when we actually get Thunderstone or anything, but the only... There is one I have to hold the Eevee on. Yeah, Coughing. I'm going to add a Coughing to the team, but I have to hold his evolution by one level. You normally would level up at 25. I have to hold him to 26 so he learns Shadow Ball earlier. That's about it. I think anyone else are okay to level up whenever. That's dope. That is dope. I don't tip, sorry, I had no... I mean, you don't tip, but you are a Twitch Prime subscriber, so that does put money in my pocket. So, I mean, the tip jar stuff, and when Twitch pays me out, it goes into the same place. So, we can easily say that you contributed to my obsession as well, if you like, Omedi Queen. Pokeball Plus doesn't charge on standard USB. What do you mean? You mean it has to be plugged into the Switch to charge, or you tried to plug it into a phone charger and it didn't work? Because I don't know whether it has a current requirement, because not all phone chargers output a huge amount of current. But yeah, it is a standard USB 3.0 USB-C type connection, so it should, in theory. Starters don't evolve. Oh, my Pikachu is a regular Pikachu, not a starter Pikachu. This is Let's Go Eevee we're playing here, so Eevee's my actual starter. This Pikachu will evolve just fine, and I can't wait to do it as well because we saw Raichu's model yesterday when we were versing a trainer, and Raichu looks amazing. He's never looked so good. The Pokeball just came in. Screw you, East Coast Snow. Hey, excellent. I know yesterday you were. Oh, look at this! Look at this! That looks awesome! Now we ruined it. No, it doesn't look awesome. It looks so much more boring when it's lit up. Alright, let's make our way through Rock Tunnel. So, yeah, was it you, Almighty Queen, who was asking yesterday about whether or not they appear in their real sizes? You probably know by now because you've been playing, but yeah, they certainly do. Ooh. Oh, look at this guy. No, see, you remember how yesterday I was talking about wanting a Eevee onesie? Look at this guy. Look at the little Pokemaniac down here. Please let me have this costume. Please let me have access to costumes like this. It's a slow. It's a slow bro, do. Pokemaniac Nate has a onesie. It depends on the game. His model is slightly different in some games. In some games he's just wearing a pair of Charizard pants and a hat. In a couple of the remakes, I think they gave him a full-on onesie, or maybe it's the other way around. I don't remember exactly, but yeah. Pikachu ones you got for last Halloween. It's all hot, but awesome. I keep trying to convince Ali to get like a Pikachu onesie or a, you know, some sort of Pokemon onesie. So when I finally get around to doing my Pokemon Trainer cosplay at PAX or some other event or whatever, Ali can sort of trail along behind me as my my little follow Pokemon. Because she's tiny and petite and she's exactly the right size for it. It would be awesome. But I think she doesn't want to do it because she knows if she does do it, I'll probably wind up throwing styrofoam Pokeballs at her all day. Like when I cosplayed as Tony Stark with the arc reactor repulsor armature arm thing. I put a little flash gun in the palm where the repulsor was, so every time Allie turned around I would just go poof and give her a big old strobe in her face. So alright, let's have a go. You, bro. Does the light come on with the Pokeball? No, there's no light when it charges. It sings a little song when you plug it in. It does the Pokemon Center bum 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 bum, but there's no light or any indication of charging. I reckon if you go into the the Switch menus, you'll be able to see the charge just like the other Joy-Cons. Bastard. Nope. Why is everything sideways all of a sudden? This was going so well yesterday. Blunt your chat. Where did you get the Eevee Coco thing again? You go upstairs in the little building path between Route 111 and where the Snorlax is. If you go upstairs, you'll find Professor Oak's aid. And if you've caught enough Pokemon, he'll give you it. There we go. I'm pretty sure it's Route 111. You know how I am with memory, but I'm pretty sure. Either way, it's you know. Through that was a good throw. And it was a regular Pokeball too, actually. Let's get the voice ready for the first read of the day. Me me me. Bah. Graveler's data will be added to the Pokédex. Graveler, the rock Pokemon. Often seen rolling down mountain trails. Obstacles are just things to roll straight over, not avoid. I have actually logged into my Pokemon Go account on my phone and linked it to the Switch thing, so when we come to the game, part in the game later today, which probably isn't too far away, really, where we have to do the Go Park stuff, I can do that. I'm probably not going to keep playing Pokemon Go, but I do have some Pokemon in Pokemon Go that I can just transfer across and see how that all works, at least. I'm finding it weird catching absolutely everything. I have like 20 of each. Yeah, it's a bit of a departure, isn't it? Don't be that guy. This one will catch. Come on. Would you come on, big boy? Don't make me switch to my Great Balls. Oh, it's Fuchsia Town, is it? Oh, come on! Fine. I don't have many, I was going to say, I don't have many of those berry things left, which is why I'm not using it. I'm saving those for when I really need, like for a shiny or something. By the way, I poked into the Reddit this morning to see if I can glean some stuff that I was trying to figure out yesterday about sort of chaining and stuff, whether or not, you know, it affects every Pokemon and things like that. No one seems to be sure yet whether or not the shiny chances go up for all wild Pokemon or just the Pokemon you're chaining. But a lot of people are getting shinies already. Probably because it's, you know, instead of having to RNG the encounter and the shiny roll happens in the overworld, so you can see the shinies when they happen. Which, even though it's the same 1 in 4,096 chance as Pokemon Sun and Moon, being able to see them and just chase them down when they appear, seems to give you better chances of getting a shiny in this game. But yeah, there are some people who were chaining specific Pokemon and then would see a shiny of a different Pokemon. I saw that story repeated more than a few times. And I only saw one story where someone was chaining a specific Pokemon and then got a shiny for that Pokemon. So yeah, still not exactly sure what the deal is there, but I'm going to have to wait for data mining to really nail that down. But yeah, it does seem like shinies are less difficult to come by. Since Diglets is the norm here, the question is whether it's positive or negative. Hey, what? Oh, you were replying to someone, sorry. Live in the South Shore of Lake Ontario, wind chills below -20. Yeah. Jeez. No thanks. I mean, I prefer the cold. Vastly prefer the cold to hot weather, but yeah, -20 wind chill. Yeah, not so much. I like it when it's cold and the air is still. I don't really like that wind that cuts through your skin and eats into your bones. That kind of cold is no bueno. Just tuning in, did you get the Pokeballs? I did! Doop-a-doo! Alright, let's get another. Do you like it? Is it worth getting for a go? Because little time for video games. I mean, if you have little time for video games, probably not. It is a specialist controller that works with one game. And the game plays fine with the Joy-Con. This thing is just for the hardcore fans. And for kids. Probably kids first. They're the priority on this. This is the Christmas present. This is the bonus group. You know, they get the game and the Switch, and then they get this, and oh my god, they're screeching with glee. But for grown-ups like me, you really kind of have to be a pretty big Pokemon nerd to justify spending the money on it. But it is nice, though. It's built nice. It's kind of fun. But yeah, I mean, if you don't really have much time to play video games, then yeah, it's probably not the smartest investment you can make. Spend the money on a different game or something, you know. Have you tried handheld? I did try handheld last night, yeah. After the stream, I had some dinner, laid in bed, tried handheld. It works fine. It's a little less fun than this, but also I like the fact that I don't have to do this. So you just kind of aim with the motion control. So I mean, it's not like this. It's, you know, little tilts just to aim at the Pokemon. They press a button and the ball goes whoop, and it works fine. Kids are not the priority. I am. Don't such your eyebrows are freaking epic. Yeah. Yep. Oh, spawned right in my crotch. Just appeared mid-step. My rapid fire question's over. Big time fan, gonna like mine. No worries, mate. Does it smell funny? No. It doesn't even have that sort of plastic off-gassing smell that you usually get with brand new stuff. It has next to no smell. Have other people been saying their smells funny? Or did you just want to get me on camera smelling my balls? Actually, I wonder if it tastes funny like the cartridges do. You want to see me lick my balls? No, doesn't have a taste. My mother made fun of me for taking off work for Pokemon. Yeah, so I'm in the fortunate position that technically playing Pokemon is work for me. You know, being a content creator, I'm creating content. This is my job. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, Cubone. Hey, come here. ups after trying to charge it. Lol, it smells. Can't confirm. Oh, beautiful throw. Right on the snoot. Excellent. First try. Trade our minus 40 winter for your positive 40 summer. You know what? Some days I would consider that. I really would. Cubone, the lonely Pokemon. It wears the skull of its deceased mother. It cries, echo inside the skull, and come out as a sad melody. Oof. That one's harsh. I mean, Cubone has never had a very jolly description, but that one's pretty harsh. Let's get another one. Is my rival hitting me? What the fuck is happening? Did you just get to the bit where he steps real close to you and says there's something on your face? Yeah, I hit that yesterday. I thought it was going to kiss me or something. Ross Bucket, thank you for the cheers! Look at all those blunty bits in the chat. Look at them all. Ooh, off target. Yes, W2F. Yeah, I had a feeling that was the part you're up to. Hey. The developers had to know, at least some people would see that cutscene as gay, right? I mean, I guess it depends on your choice of gender for your character. If you pick a female character, does his grandson become his granddaughter? Or is he still a dude? But, you know, maybe they did that deliberately. Maybe that was just a little subtle, you know, enough to be child-friendly, not freak parents out. You know, conservative parents at least. But just a little, oh, what's the word in anime for cutesy male-on-male stuff? God, I forget. There is an anime word for it. I'm a girl, I'm a rival, is a guy. Well, there you go. Okay, so they don't change here. And zoop! Zoop! Every Cubone is wearing the skull of its mother, and both its parents are Cubones. That doesn't mean each generation only has half as large as the one before. What? Oh no. Yuri or Yaoi? Yeah, one or the other. Yaoi, I think, is the male one. Yuri is the girl-on-girl stuff, right? I always forget which is which. Not really something I'm deeply into. I mean, you know, when that cutesy stuff happens in animes, it's kind of fun, but it's not something I seek out on a regular basis. You're on ice. Let's, oh hey, here we go. Yuri is going to go. Right, cool. Winston. This is game too easy. For the first few hours, it did feel ridiculously easy. I'm starting to feel slightly challenged now. Like, some of the trainer battles are getting, well, I'm not one-hitting everything now, for a start. And if I use anything but Eevee, who is kind of ridiculously overpowered as your starter Eevee, then yeah, there's starting to feel like some challenge here. Past the third gym, the difficulty ramps up a bit. It's still not hard, but it's not as easy as the first few hours seem to be, where it's just like, psh, I could play this blindfolded kind of stuff. His outfit is amazing. Yeah, I fully expect to see some cosplays in this next event I go to. Excuse me? Did I miss? Yeah, see, there was a time early in the game where that move was just one-hitting everything I came across. I was just sweeping through. I probably could have done that with a single double kick. But yeah, no Pokemon game has been hard. I mean, the GameCube ones were harder, but still not hard. Give the Psyduck family Psychotopper. I know, right? And they gave Charizard his Dragon typing with his Mega. Why can't you just give Psychic to Psyduck? You give the Cleffers their Fairy typing. It was never in a hardcore game though, so I don't understand the complaints regarding difficulty. Well, there are sort of self-imposed rules you can play by for the other Pokemon games that make it harder. But the way this game works, it's not as easy to implement those rules or play by those rules because some of the mechanics are different in a way that just doesn't make it practical to do that. It's because the way the leveling works and the way battles work and the way catching works and gating certain content by the number of Pokemon you've caught, so you can't really do a Nuzlocke type run pretty easily, or a traditional Nuzlocke run easily, or anything like that. It's, you know, there are many reasons why people are complaining about the difficulty of this game. But, you know, it's also a fact that Pokemon games played by in the default form have not been difficult games. With the exception of some of the sort of late or post-game stuff, like the Elite Four and the, you know, Trainer Red and things like that. They were challenges. Any rules that are known for Sun and Moon to make the game harder? Yeah, I mean, Sun and Moon you can play by a lot of different sort of rule sets. I mean, we just did a Pokemon Crystal run, which I did a Monotype run, so normal types only, which gave us some interesting challenges. It didn't make it particularly, especially super duper difficult, but it did give us some more challenges than we might usually face. Had to think a lot more about the team. But yeah, I mean, Thunder. Thunder's really not part of my plan, but let's have a look. Why? Oh, that's why it wasn't part of my plan. Super powerful, but only 70% accuracy. That's why I skipped it on the moveset plan. I know there's always a reason. And it's only got 10 PP. 10 PP and 70% accuracy. You know, 3 of those moves of your total 10 are going to be wasted, essentially, mathematically speaking. No bueno. Use only one early game Pokemon for the entire run. Yeah, you can use only one Pokemon, or you can not level them up. You can do a soft Nuzlocke sort of thing, where you can only use the first Pokemon you encounter in any area. You have to keep catching them to level them up, but you can only use the one, and once it's fainted, you can't use that type again, things like that. People have been sort of toying with ideas about modified Nuzlocks for Let's Go. So it's not impossible to do, it's just a little more restricted. We did a coin lock playthrough of Ultra Moon, where I used a coin to make a bunch of different decisions in the game, like whether or not we would let an evolution happen, or whether or not we could heal outside of battle, or heal outside of Pokemon centers. We can flip for the gender of our trainer, and, you know, it was kind of fun too. What's with all these Golbat? Oh, we fought you already. Plus we have, you know, the game code is leaked now, so they're already modders playing with it as well. I think, Kangaskhan. Someone mentioned yesterday someone's already figured out how to do a rando run. Randomize all encounters. Nice. I need a quick opinion from you, Blunts. Is it wrong for me to believe that XMI is the ultimate Pokemon, or am I biased because of the region? I mean, it's always a personal thing. There's a lot to love about XMI. But Soul Silver's got a place in my heart as sort of the Pokemon game, if I could only have one, kind of thing. You are stubborn. Hey. Alright. Kangaskhan caught. Kangaskhan, the parent Pokemon, raises its young in its belly pouch, won't run from any fight to keep its young protected. So if they, I wonder if that's literally true. They don't flee in this game. Ooh, 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 ooh. Big Cubone. It's huge. Certainly, I think I'd choose Let's Go Eevee for my 1-and-only game, if only for the choice between dock or mobile. I mean, I'm not sure I want it to be my only Pokemon game, but there's an appeal here. Biggest plus point for this game is fun, easy to stream Pokemon game. Yeah, there are a lot more Pokemon streamers right now because of how easy this is to stream. That's always a nice thing. Keep the community strong. Hey! I mean, the Pokemon community's always been strong, but I guess keep this strong community visible. There's a very high visibility on Twitch when you see so many people streaming Pokemon. Sneak up on him. Sneak, 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 sneak. I'm gonna steal your ball. Pya! I go for power because I hate thinking. Oh! Can you turn on your Switch with the Pokeball? I don't think so. I think I tried to do it this morning. It didn't seem to work. You can go past the lock screen with the Pokeball, like if you've got it turned on so you have to press the A button to go into the menu. You can do that with the Pokeball Plus. That works fine. Pokemon have never looked close to the anime before. I mean, I think they look better than the anime. Beautiful. Come on, Bellend. Come give this Onyx what for. Sun is the only game I didn't finish. Don't know why. Yeah, the first few hours of Sun and Moon are really difficult and it kind of grinds at you. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are significantly better in a lot of different little ways that make it much easier to play. Shall we try sleep or can we... What are we dealing with? Level 32 versus... Yeah, we can just Razor Leaf this guy straight away, I think. Yeah, we can. I don't know whether the switch will work. Yeah. Did you get a screen protector yet? Because you really should get a screen protector. That plastic cover of the screen is a bit easy to scratch. Definitely get one of those glass screen protectors. Who are we switching in for? I wasn't paying attention. I wish they would change that, so if you don't pay attention, it would actually just tell you on that screen. Made the wrong choice. Should have kept Bellend in. Just enough money for the games and console time. Yeah. I mean, just be careful until you get one, I guess. Just be mindful. It'll be fine. You please Razor Leaf? Come on. That's all I wanted from you. To be honest, it's self-familiar. Pokemon Spiral, Fallout 76, yeah. Pokemon Spiral, Fallout 76, Red Dead, and Just Cause 4, and you know, there's just so many games. I'm holding off on Spyro because if they bring out a port for the Switch, I kind of want it there. I would like to play Spyro again. I never really finished Spyro when it was new because it wasn't my game, it was my girlfriend's game. Like, that was, you know, she was the one that was playing that. So I watched her play, but I didn't play it myself. Same thing with Super Mario Sunshine. Watched her play that, didn't really play it myself. As far as if I come in... Oh, they have confirmed it, have they? I didn't know whether they confirmed it or not. They held it back due to several complicated reasons, which I don't know about. It was on their page. Oh, cool. So yeah, I'll just wait. Easy. Got more than enough games to keep me busy right now anyway. Did you find out how to get the alarm forms? Yeah, I've got a couple of alarm forms already. Like 3, I think. What do we have? We have Alolan Rattata, we have Alolan Geodude. Actually, maybe it's just those 2 so far. Vigilance Ring Attack at 15 now. I think that's about right, or was it 17 before? It was always relatively early, I remember that. But yeah, they certainly have fiddled with the movesets and levels at which they learn them a little bit. Your hitbox is pretty big then. I thought I was going to skip by you. Alright then, big boy. Yeah. Best for you, Blunt. I love Fallout. Just like survival games from like Fallout 76. Well, the survival stuff in 76 is really, really nicely balanced. I guess it depends on what you hate about survival games. Because you do have to pay attention to the survival stuff. Food and drink and health and rads and things like that. But it's a lot more lightweight than the hardcore survival mode that was added to Fallout 4. But I like it. It's one of the better implemented things in that game, actually. Am I lost? I think I might be lost. Oh no, the ladder. I forgot about the ladder. There we go. Be back later to get information. No worries, easy. Rust is getting killed all the time, for example, going off walking in broken house naked. Yeah, the Fallout 76 is similar to Rust on a very surface level, but very, very, very different in how you play. Survival mode into Fallout 4. Yeah, they added a hardcore survival mode when they added the sort of Nuka-Cola World DLC, that kind of era. It came in just before that, or just after that, or around that time when they added the DLC stuff. But yeah, they added a hardcore survival mode, which added, you know, thirst and hunger and everything like that, but it's a lot more aggressive than it is on 76. It was a bit too much for me. I felt like I was having to micromanage this stuff all the time, and it was just annoying, so I never played through the game fully with survival mode. Enough. Buying Fallout 4 now, if I could be honest. I don't know whether Steam... Does Steam do Black Friday sales? Because Fallout 4 often comes on sale. Hey, Omicron, how you doing? Dove straight into a right-on bum there. Yep, saw that coming. Zerk! If you're broken houses... Oh, yeah. Your campsite in Fallout 76, when you log off the server, it doesn't stay. It just gets rebuilt when you join a server, basically. So, if you're offline, no one can fuck with your stuff. Which I know is a big problem in Rust and Ark and those sort of permanent online things where you join a server and that's it. Got a copy of Fallout 4 for $10 in a sale. Nice. That's as cheap as I've seen it. Oh. Man, these things are stubborn. One more try and then I'm just going to give up on this guy. Are you kidding me? Either way, that just happens less often with this than it does with the Joy-Con, but sometimes. Ooh, whoa. I want to fight! I want to fight! Settle down. Just be calm. Gemma's coming in with $5.02.
I like to wear shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear.
Thank you, Ryan Shemitz. Alright, let's stop fiddling with Blue here and find you a Pokemon to nickname. Oh, there we go. Teeny tiny Zubat. How about that? Come here, you little fucker. Whoop! Hey! Alright, where's my little list? Jammets 515. Zubats. Do you still use baking pancakes? No. I changed the baking pancakes because that started getting pinged by copyright filters on YouTube. Unfortunately, which made me very, very sad. So I had to get rid of it because it's causing issues. Alright, we don't get to name them straight away there. We have to go into the bag and do it. Pokemon box. Zubat. Well, firstly, we'll change its markings so we don't accidentally trade this guy away. And then change name. By the way, apparently a keyboard works here, just like it does in Minecraft. I don't have a keyboard handy at the moment to do it, so I have to do this the old way. But yeah, if you have a keyboard attached to your Switch dock through our USB, you can use it to type in the Pokemon names as well. So what are we going to call this thing, Jammets? Oh no, it's so good. I know, oh Mighty Queen, I know, I miss it. Taboos. How'd you come up with that one? Shit-ass? I don't think it's going to let me call it shit-ass. We might have to try and trick it with these things again. Let's do the double dot. Dibbly-dop, double dot. Probably have to do the A as well. Sit-ass, I said, not shit-ass. Okay, hang on. Can we... It's too distracted. S-A-She... T... Oops. Not capital R. God damn it, this is fiddly crap. I really should plug in a keyboard. Hey, that worked. Should ask. And in case you're wondering what this is about, it's a little gimmick we do here. So if I can show you on the BRB screen, I've got it set up. Tipperdix Hall of Fame. Tip $5 or more, you get naming rights to a Pokemon. We add you to the little poster thingy here. We're doing it for years in Pokemon games, and it's just a little bit of fun. Zoop. Just got an Abra. Nice. Alright, where was I going? Was I going down or up? Whoop. This way. Gonna go pick up the fiancé. See ya, Mighty Queen. I have an idea about Blue Super Attack. Perhaps he needs to gain a level that he gets from you, giving you a love to recharge the attack. Yeah, I don't know. I forgot to look that up, see if anyone's figured that out yet. Even a level Pidgeotto evolves. Not off the top of my head. But that's a thing you can Google pretty easily. It would have taken you less time to Google it than type that question in the chat. Just saying. So they can't have a flashlight attached to it. I don't know what's your flashlight on. That'd be a good idea, though, for a hiker. Hanging out in caves. Put a flashlight in your walking stick. Hello, Sound Slash. How you doing? Love a guaranteed burn. I guess I'll just burn a turn by healing. Now, final touch. Ooh, not quite. Oh, there it goes. Burned on the ground. It buried its own corpse. Ha ha. Just found a chance inside Digger's Cave. Yep. Got one of those myself. Oh wait, did I catch it? Actually, I don't think I catched it. Caught it. Sort of Route 1-1. There were a couple of chances, but we were chaining at the time, I think. Have you been looking at Pokeball Plus? I have. It's a fun little gimmick. Outsiders like you need to show me some respect. Well, I ain't gonna start now, gotta be honest with you. Yeah, I don't think there's a flashlight in this cane. I think it's like a fossil or a shell or something he's got sort of seated into it. Or maybe it's a piece of iron so he could use it as a hammer for when he's breaking rocks or something, I don't know. Hey Blunt, if someone cheers 500 or more bits, would you let them catch... Yeah, we'll do that too. We started doing that in the Minecraft gimmick as well. 500 bits, because that's equal to $5 anyway. So if you prefer cheering to tip jarring, then absolutely, no problem. I don't know what I'm switching it for. I missed that again. Again, I really wish I could tell you on that screen there, not the screen before that just auto pages. Right on? Okay. Get him up into some game, went back to my room, swapped into the base course, and suddenly the bottom half of the character is black while the top half is white. Oh, some sort of texture glitch. Haven't seen that happen in Pokemon. Seen it happen in plenty of other games, but yeah. Oop, come here. You know what, actually, let's hit up the party. Put Billy out front for a little while. Wait a second. Why does Pikachu have a star? What's that about? Why does nobody else have a star? I mean, he's not the only favorited one. Why does he have a star? Don't know. Oh, right, okay. That's just an indication of which one's following. That makes sense. It's funny, I played this game for like 9 hours and haven't noticed that before. I guess we don't go into that team screen too often, I do. Pokemaniac Cooper. Ooh. Little plant v plant battle, eh? That'll do. So, the animation from this angle made it look like he went straight underneath me. Oh, no crit. Alright, time for the embarrassment. I'm going to kill you with a razor leaf. How you feel now? Wish I'd taken a screenshot of that face, actually. Full heal. Worth it. Well, is there something here? Looks like there might be something here. Nope. Zubat's chasing me, I think. Oh! Got you mid-jump, you little beggar. Aww. That's just cheeky. Chat room's a lot quieter today than it was yesterday. Everyone's playing along, aren't they? No one's got time to chat, everyone's playing. Would you come on? You're a little Machop! Who do you think you are? Do you know how you can avoid getting lost in the mountains? You can bend twigs as trail markers. Yeah, but what if someone else has been through before you and bent different twigs in different directions? How do you know which is your twig? Vulpix! We really do need a water-type Pokemon. How far are we from getting a Tentacool? Yeesh. Allow me to show you the song of my people. Why would Paralyze have any effect on you? You're an NPC. You just get to ignore that. After trolling Bob, Peter and Google, I can say I have no idea how the volley recharges. I can say the damage increases with friendship. Yeah, we figured that out already because the animation actually changes. Yesterday when we did it late in the stream, the animation was really aggressive, like explosions and shit happening. Which didn't happen the first few times we used it, so yeah, it definitely gets not only more powerful, but more dramatic the more Eevee likes us. Oh, first Kadabra. Just want to see what he does. Psybeam looks awesome. Also, very powerful still. Probably shouldn't have dicked around. Oh, we're in trouble. We're actually in trouble. Yep. Did you finish him off for me, Blue? Alright, so Kadabra's still a threat. You're stronger than I thought. 5 Ultra Balls, though. That was worth it. I think that was the first Ultra Balls we got. How many revives we got? We got like 8 revives. Shh. Time to start burning through these potions. They're being less and less useful. At least with Kadabra, there's a glass cannon. I mean, he seemed a little more resilient than I'm used to seeing him. I thought that thunder was going to take him out. I have to be honest with you. I guess it is special though. Whoops. Physical attack would have been a better idea. Come here! Thunder is special. Yeah, that's what I just said. Alright. I know. I still thought it was going to take him out though. You know what? I'm not fussing this for a Zubat. Crack off. Definitely cleared out everything around there. Even on a mountain like this, an ace trainer like me exists. Not a fan of PP Plus. Playing the game, Joy-Con is more comfortable. Yeah, I think the Joy-Con is a little more comfortable for me too, because I got big hands, and so these 2 fingers a little bit, I don't know, crampy. It's not so bad though. I still like it. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to try out the Pokewalker feature stuff yet though, because, yeah. Might go for a walk this afternoon or something. Is it? Oh yeah, it's bottom heavy. They made it so it's bottom heavy, so it always rests correct side up. Hadn't even noticed that. Power went out. Looks like we're housing out into the BluntNate Pokemon streams. Blame Pikachu. Made a electromagnetic pulse that took out your power. Or maybe your power's still shit. Because it went out yesterday too. Didn't it? Was that you? Lost power yesterday? Damn. Fire Spin looks awesome. I did take me out, yeah. It's the first thing we did in the second stream yesterday. Well, not, you know, not the super duper first thing, but one of the first things. Jesus. Pikachu's a little bit fragile for my tastes. I might swap him out for a different Pikachu, or... Yeah, well, I already knew his stats weren't that great, but He's not taking much. Bollocks. Since when do you know that? Tough candies already have been. I spiked him up on candies, but he's still a little bit, just a little bit more fragile than I was hoping. Let's have a look at him. So yeah, not spectacular. Special defense 56, defense 34, so fragile. That defense is what's killing us. Literally. Just no defense. Not even going to revive him this time, actually. We can't be that far away from the exit. Life of this game, just explorers, encouraging taking your time. Never taking this time before engines for, especially not when you're ready. I mean, you've seen me play. I always go poking around. Talk to all the NPCs. I'll just go straight for a safe, actually. Alright, so that was dramatic. Like what Steve is about to send out to my job. Sure, we'll switch. Let's see if BluntNate's up to the task yet. There we go. So, yeah, there we go. Yeah, not so bad. Mostly passive leveling this guy, but it might be time to bring him out and get some active happening. Really? Nothing up here? Alright then, game. Sure. What does Pokemon nature do mean? You better Google that. So the brief explanation is it gives a positive and negative boost to different stats. So depending on the nature, you might get better speed boosts and at the cost of defense or something. But yeah, there's always a trade-off. It'll boost one while nerfing another one. So the idea is you match the nature of your Pokemon up with what you're planning to do with it, depending on what would suit it best, what's going to make it strongest, what your moveset's going to be, things like that. But that's really only relevant in competitive play. For in-game stuff, you don't have to worry about it too much. But yeah, if you Google it, you'll find a much deeper explanation and what each of the different natures do. You'll find big charts of stuff, because there's dozens of them. What was that? Oh, I see you have plenty of Pokeballs. If you're, oh, it's another guy who gives you free Pokeballs. Apparently, if you ever run out of Pokeballs, this guy will give you 10. I looked that up. There's another guy in a different cave that does the same thing. Just gives you 10 Pokeballs. So presumably, if you were chaining in the cave here, you could just keep burning through free Pokeballs. Do 10, go to him. Do another 10, go to him. Do another 10, go to him. Nailed it. Can I have positive and negative in the same step? Cancel itself out. No, it can't. There's no nature that does that. There are some natures that do nothing, but I don't think it's technically like cancelling itself out or anything. There are some neutral natures, which I always forget about, because nobody ever uses them. Snowing here IRL, so logically Slugma appears on my Pokemon Go. Well, of course he appears. He's trying to get out of the snow. Makes sense to me. If Pokemon runs from battle, does it break the chain? It does. It's one of the few things that will break a chain, actually. But, if you run into a different Pokemon that you're not chaining, as long as you run from it, it doesn't break the chain. But if the Pokemon you're targeting the chain with, if that runs, then yeah, the chain breaks. Because we had that happen to us yesterday when we were doing some testing on it. Is this based off the OG Pokemon games? Kind of. It's based on Pokemon Yellow, which is part of Generation 1, but not the original. If you get me. It depends on how you slice that cake, I think. But yeah, this is basically a kind of reimagining of Pokemon Yellow. Not quite a remake, not quite a reboot, somewhere in between. How's this going to affect you? Yeah, more than I thought. So I keep the chain going if I run away after accidentally hitting... Yeah, if you hit the wrong Pokemon, if you run away, your chain's fine. It's one of the first things I tested yesterday when we were going through it. So yeah, it makes it much easier. Especially if one sort of spawns underneath your feet. Which can happen from time to time. So yeah, just don't catch it and your chain is fine. I'm at 184 bells right now. Is that how many you've chained, or how many you've just caught in general? Chained, wow. Gilsies. Actually, speaking of potions, we might want to do something about our health. Now that we're actually being challenged a little bit. You have Pokemon. Let's start. You get a sense that that's just placeholder dialogue that nobody bothered to change. Selling no candy because they stack up to 999. Actually, that's not. Yeah, that's something I hadn't thought about. You can actually recycle all your caught Pokemon when you're chaining into candy, sell the candy, buy more Pokeballs. How's that economy work? Is it lossy? I forget how much candy sells for. Because a Pokeball is like 100 Poke-Yen, right? Standard Pokeball. Does candy sell for that much or less? I think it's less, isn't it? But then again, you get more than one candy per... Yeah, there's probably some math there. I wonder if it comes out neg though. Miracle 100, Great 300, so I imagine they were all high priced when they were before. Yeah, seems like. Oh, come on! I haven't had one Pokemon stay asleep for more than one turn yet. It is so fucking annoying. They all wake up immediately. It's bullshit. Cheating CPU RNG. Yeah, chaining is to do with capturing shiny Pokemon. Also capturing Pokemon with better IV stats. More powerful Pokemon, basically. So, actually, I made the note here. Let me bring up my notes and read what's happening. So, if you chain together or catch sequentially the same type of Pokemon 0 to 5 times in a row, the Pokemon you catch will have 2 flawless IVs. 6 to 10 gets you 3 flawless IVs. 11 to 20 gets you 4 flawless IVs and 2 rerolls of the shiny RNG generator. 21 to 30 gets you 5 flawless IVs and 3 shiny rerolls. And 31 up is 6 flawless IVs, so in other words, a perfect IV Pokemon, and 4 shiny rerolls, so quadrupling your shiny chances. So yeah, chaining is pretty significant in this game. Leech Life. Not part of the plan. Oh shit, Leech Life was part of the plan. Fuck! Is there a move remember in this game? Because I just fucked up my moveset. I did want to teach it Leech Life. Fuck. It's been too long since I saved. If I reload now, I'm going to lose way too much progress. Oh well. We'll adapt. I mean, there were heart scales, some Eevee mentioned earlier, so presumably there might be a move remember. Economy is no problem. I've got 6k and 280 Pokeballs. It's still on Route 1. So, yeah, that seems fine then. Excuse me. Oh, come on! What are you doing? Hello, Kieran. Okay, something's gone weird with the motion control on my Pokeball. It's suddenly just going really skewy. All that training you did before his first battle? Yeah, I think he really wants that shiny Bellsprout. Okay, I'm done wasting balls on you. How are you liking the Pokemon? It's fine. I like it. It's too small for my huge hands, really. I feel a little bit more cramped using this than a Joy-Con. But as a piece of hardware, it's really quite nice. I'll probably keep using it, I think. It certainly makes the throwing a little bit more accurate for some reason. I don't know whether it's more forgiving because it's round or what, but yeah, I'm having much better accuracy with the Pokeball throws with this than I was with the Joy-Con, for whatever reason. Can you throw spin balls? I haven't tried spin balls yet because we haven't had that many Pokemon that required it, but I might give that a go. Because I know that's a thing in Pokemon Go, being able to do a little curveball. I actually haven't tried to do that with this yet, though. Relearner is an Indigo Plateau. Ah, so that's a while away. Yeesh. I think we'll definitely switch for Vulpix. Yeah, it just might have better gyro hardware in it, is the other thing. But I've got a funny feeling the game code might be a little bit more forgiving of it because it is round and it's hard to tell, you know, which is the targeting end, I guess. But I will tell you this, the Pokeball Plus that I'm using right now is significantly better than the one I tried at E3, which was, you know, not final retail hardware. It was engineering prototype stage still. Oh, production prototype, maybe. But yeah, this is much better quality than the one I was trying. Like the thumbstick feels a lot better. The motion control feels a lot better than it E3 did. So yeah, they've definitely made some improvements either in hardware or firmware levels. Easy, bro. Oh. The Pokeball could be a tiny bit larger, tend to cramp if I hold onto it. Yeah, I wonder if someone's going to come out with a case for it that makes it a little bit bigger. I did grab a carry case for it because I knew I was going to cut off the wrist strap. So I did buy a little carry case for it, which is just a little, you know, it was like 14 bucks. Just a simple little zip case thing. It came with a silicone cover for it too, which I'm not using because that's stupid. The silicone feels worse than the actual material they made the Pokeball out of. So I don't care about that. But the case, just a super simple little semi-rigid case to protect it when I do take it out with me, and so that I can clip it onto my bag, you know, my shoulder straps in my backpack or whatnot. So oh, let's try a curveball. Let's wait for him to go to the side and see if we can give it a curve. Did that curve? I don't know. I think that curved a little bit. I gave it a little English, and I think the ball did do a little curve. Let's see if it registers. Yeah, I was saying that yesterday. I can't wait to hear Lavender Town's music. We got a technique bonus. I don't know whether that means... I mean, we always get a technique bonus. I don't know. I think it did curve a little bit, though. I'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, I know it says in Pokemon Go, doesn't it? It calls out a curveball, doesn't it? After successful catch, it goes, yeah, curve throw or something. I haven't played in ages, but I seem to remember something like that being a call out. Goes and go, yeah. Alright, I don't think we've got much of an opportunity for a curveball here, but we'll try it, just see what happens. Oh yeah, that definitely curved. That absolutely curved, that one. Let's try it again. So... oh wait, I have to get ready first. Zip. Yeah. It's far too hard. So yeah, so you can curve, but I don't think you get a bonus for it, by the looks of things. Maybe once you do some windmilling, just completely sideball it. Actually, I might try that. With a big old sideball. Anyone know about my previous question? Oh, sorry, previous question training? The technique bonus is being on the side of the circle, that makes sense. What was your previous question about chaining? Surely it's been proven now that catching a Pokemon and then chaining ups the chances of the same Pokemon to appear. Yeah, I've read that too. Certainly seemed to be the case when we were chaining the Drowsy yesterday. Because as soon as that chain broke, remember I said, oh look, well, suddenly we've caught all the Drowsy, there's none around. I hadn't realised at the time, because one had just fled, I didn't realise whether or not that broke the chain. It did break the chain, it also made them spawn less often. So the more you chain, the more commonly you find them, it seems. I'm not sure how quickly that ramps, or if it keeps ramping, but yeah, certainly seemed to be the case. Which is also handy, because if you're trying to chain a rarer Pokemon, that's a really good thing. Can you imagine a cave full of Onyx? Yeah, we should change some Onyx and see what happens. I'm starting to run low on Pokeballs, so I'm not going to do that right now, but yeah, it's something we should definitely try at some point. I would like a shiny Onyx, actually. Is it true you can send your Pokemon for Pokemon to go into this game? Sure is! And at some point today, we will surely reach that place in the game. I suspect we might be coming up onto it next. So we're sort of 3 gyms in, and I feel like that's when they start going to open that up. Thank you, Ross Bucket, for the cheers! Gotta go, maybe back later. Alright, mate. See you if you come back. But yeah, you can send Pokemon from Pokemon Go into this game. You can't send them back, though. I'm going to take the risk here to see what happens. Probably get our asses handed to us, but... Actually, that's not too bad. Oh, we can do this. So long as he doesn't use Fly or Wing Attack. No, Quick Attack still? Yeah, we're fine. Hey. Type disadvantage win. What's been the best battle attack animation so far? I think the newly powered up special Eevee move thing. I forget what it's called, but not one of the regular moves, the one where you have to shake. We've leveled it up to a level of friendship now where that's become more powerful, and the animation looks really dramatic now. There's like explosions and stuff. Do you think they'll ever make a Crystal Onyx thing in the game? Probably not. Speaking of Eevee, we should probably say hello to him. It's been a little... It's been a minute since we give him a little bit of a pat. Can't wait to send over my CP1000 Taurus. Nice. There we go. Thank you, Wake, for the bits. I'm glad to see you streaming this. Looks better than I thought it would. Doesn't quite look good enough for me to want to get it with that gyro catching. Yeah, I mean, I like it in spite of the gyro catching. Everything else about it is so relentlessly charming and sort of fun that I can forgive the gyro catching, as long as it doesn't become a thing in the games going forward. If this is just a one-off gimmick game, fine. Cooled over 100, but only 26 times. Variety's the spice of life, is he? Lots in Fuchsia City, cool. The best place to see the power of the Switch versus 3DS. The fact doesn't even take a second to save. Actually, it's more like we don't have that horrendous frame slowdown in the double battles anymore. Can you choose not to use the throwing mechanic? Kind of. If you go into handheld mode, there's a slight sort of aiming technique with the gyro, so you sort of point towards the Pokemon and then press a button to throw. But you can't do that in docked mode at all, unfortunately. So you can kind of choose. And it works pretty well. Did some of that last night. But unfortunately, I can't stream while doing that, because I have to be docked in order to have to get the video out to the capture card. There is a hardware mod for a Switch you can get done by Katsuki, the same people who did my capture card 3DS, but I don't think it's worth it just for this game. How much would you pay for DLC? We get all the voices from the anime Pokemon. I don't think I want that. Some of them are really bad. Alright, let's loop around. Disco Bulbasaur, nice. Catch a wild one, or was it the in-game gift one? Oh shit, we're like half an hour over my break time. Let's get through this fight. I'll take a brief break to reset the recording. Got so distracted. Gonna take me a while to get used to battling wild Pokemon to catch again. Let's go, makes catching so easy. Yeah, this game might spoil us a bit when we have to go back and actually do wild battles, I don't know. Then again, I've got 20 years of memory on that, so I don't know if this is going to change that much. What's this break time talking about? The break time is so I can toggle the recording, so when I upload these to YouTube, they come out in sort of hour-long episodes, which are nice and easy to digest. For people who don't have time to watch all of them all at once, they can just watch an hour here, hour there, hour there. They can keep up to what episode they're up to and things like that, you know. I'm not actually going to take a break. All I'm going to do is go to the BRB screen, toggle the recording on and off, or off and on rather, and then come straight back and keep playing. How much to get Ryan Reynolds talking to Pikachu in the game? I would pay $15 for that DLC. As long as there was at least like 2 hours worth of dialogue. So you wouldn't hear much repetition all at once. Alright, let's do that thing where I toggle the recording.